It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the Vikings and the Packers, next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Now, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Henry again on 2nd down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Henry out of the pistol. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Packers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I was in Oregon trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 2. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was, Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again.
And he's brought down. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. Back to throw here. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's a give to Madison running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. In motion right goes Reed. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He completes it to Henry. Touchdown, Packers! Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, Our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out now come the Vikings. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running to.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Akers will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start right here in the Sunshine State as we head to South Florida to check on Detroit and Miami. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Javonte Williams accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game.
Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I just know defensively, when you see third and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down game.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This 2nd and 4. And he's going to use his legs here.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have of the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 8 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Packers offense set to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense. picture.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2nd and 4. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
Back to throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw. And he is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Cunningham to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2nd and 2.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right